Bitch, I'm so sick of this motherfucking shit. A is tired. Okay? Y'all see these bags? Bitch, I'm tired. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of being broke. You ever ain't had enough money to pay for your kids' daycare, but you need the daycare because you need to go to work. You need to go to that job that's not making ends meet. Oh, and let's not forget, the state said that you don't qualify for child care assistance because you married. Like, I'm so sick of this motherfucking shit. Like, I know the Lord ain't put me here to just work, pay bills, can't afford the bills. You know what? That's fine, because I'm finna go up in here and access daycare while the they so high. And may I just add, for one child, I pay $760 a month for daycare.
What?
Zero assistance. None. Nada. None. Okay? And let me not, play with my job too much, because I ain't even gonna lie. I make some good money. I really do. My benefits, chef's kiss. Like, amazing. I've been with this job for 9 years. So you know the money good. I get a raise every year. But where the my money at?
It's Uncle Sam. The taxes be eating you up. That's what it is. The honest truth about it in America is that it's a lot easier for people to make money, but it's hard for people to keep money. If you have an Apple Watch, if you're having one of those expensive bracelets, you might need to start working on cutting down costs, especially if you don't have that extra money that you're looking for to help you with anything that you need on the side. That's just one of the things, but I can understand, granted, at the end of it all, things are really expensive. People's wages are not keeping up with the way the cost of living is moving. Prices of eggs, people's mortgages are climbing up. Interest rates are high. People are losing their jobs. There's too many risks and very little reward for people to want to step out and then venture into something more.
I'm one of those people where I don't care how broke I am. I will never want extra hours at a job. I will never cover for anyone. I really want to work as least as possible. Whenever bosses say, do you want extra hours, or do you want to work these days? Absolutely not. And I hate when they act like they're gifting it to me. Would you like more hours? That is throw it to me. Absolutely. I really would love less hours. I would rather be extremely broke with free time than rich and working all the time. I really hate working, hate. I think I'd be better off as a farmer, or honestly a landscaper. I think that I like that better because it's actual work.
One thing I would say is I think there's a huge trend of a lot of people now wanting to do other things like living off the grid. More so because there's a lot of pressure when it comes to when you live in an apartment or you're living in a house, you have a lot of bills that you have to take care of, like a water bill, internet bill, the rent, which takes up a majority of your money. And then you have your day-to-day expenses like food and other stuff. However, I've seen a big trend with people wanting to now do the van life where they don't have to worry about paying rent because that takes a big chunk of their money and now allows them to do things outside, like travel more, allows them to even save more and do other extra stuff. And yes, you're working, but it doesn't feel like you're working just to pay off the bills or just to pay off the landlord for his mortgage. So I saw a bit of a big niche and push towards that now.
Let me give you a hard truth. You're gonna die one day. That's a hard truth. That's a reality. There will be no rapture. There will be none of that to save you. But don't die at work. Don't die at work. Let me tell you something about these jobs. They will work you to death and clock you out when you have a heart attack and die and hire somebody the next day. If you got vacation time, take it. If you got mental health time, take it. Life only happens once. Don't die at work. That's a word for somebody. That's for a few thousand of you. Do not die at work. They give you PTO, they give you vacation time, take it. That's what you're working hard for. But do not die at work.
That's why every chance I get, I go rest in the toilet. You're clearly using your time wrong because that's a waste. But I know a lot of people who do that. I hate my work, but I have to be strong for my children. Honestly, that's sometimes a real motivator for a lot of parents out there. My mom literally died at work. 3 years later, we're still in court please don't die at work. I'm telling you, man, these stories are more common than you think. Listen to this message. Like the lady that died in Arizona in her cubicle at work. She was dead for 4 days until a coworker even noticed her. That is so true. This is the story she's talking about.
Wells Fargo employees near Priest Drive and Washington Street found out a coworker who clocked in on August 16th at 7 a.m. wasn't found until 4 days later. Tempe police got the call on August 20th from on-site security who believed she was dead. Police later identified the woman as 60-year-old Denise Prudhomme. Employees who spoke with us off camera or wanted to remain anonymous say the news came as a shock, especially because many people work on the same floor. However, they say it's a rotating door with employees on hybrid schedules.
So I wasn't in last week. This is my week. We have A-B schedule. So I'm assuming she is part A. I don't even know where her team was because my manager used to be in a different state.
Tempe police say the preliminary investigation did not show any obvious signs of foul play, and the cause of death will come from the medical examiner's office.
Like, I was just thinking about her family, like for 4 days. Was anyone looking for her? Like, I'm looking forward to seeing like more about that too.
Wells Fargo wrote in a statement, "Our thoughts are with her family and loved ones, and we are in contact to ensure they are well supported during this difficult time. We are committed to the safety and wellness of our workforce." The statement goes on to say counselors are available to support any employees impacted by this event.
We're committed to the safety and wellness of our workforce. But you had a person who was unalive for 4 days and they work on the same floor. I'm telling you, take those days off. You will never take a day off and regret it. Because at the end of the day, it's your health that's important. That comes first.
My dream job is to not have a job. I hate clocking in. I hate talking to managers. I hate having meetings. I hate having coworkers. I hate everything about having a job. I hate having to wait on a paycheck. I hate this shit. I really hate this shit. I hate working this job. I hate working a job. I tell people this shit all the time. I don't want a job. I don't want a job. I want to act, I want to rap, because shit like that, it don't feel like a job. I want to do shit that doesn't feel like a job. It don't feel like a job. I got to wake up in the morning and swipe a card, or I got to get on Chronos and log in, get on ADT, log in. I got to receive a call from my manager and be like, "Hey, did you do this?" I don't want to hear none of this shit. I'm tired of this shit on my mama. I'm 2 seconds away, 2 milliseconds away from slapping my manager, my boss, and all my coworkers. I swear to God, and whoever owned this company, and whoever owned a company. I swear to God, I hate working. We always get underpaid. And it's so crazy because your job not really your job. It's just your turn, because at the end of the day, they can fire you whenever the they want to. If they getting low on business, they can fire you and they gonna call it a layoff, because of course you able to get unemployment if they they call it a layoff. But I'm just saying, like, your job is not really your job. It's just your turn.
I can feel your pain, especially back when I used to be in university and I was doing those dead-end jobs working at Walmart. It felt so brutal. But it's just a matter of time before you end up catching your grip and then you get into something more rewarding. Some of the comments are even interesting. That's why it's called a dream job. You have to be asleep to believe this one. Trading time for money is the biggest scam to ever exist. At the end of it all, it's more or less about putting things into place in order to get you to where you want to be. You have to work in order to make money. You have to make money, invest it. After you invest it, then you can start pushing it towards your own career.
And this working shit is for the birds. Like, this can't be life. Like, I gotta do this until what age? Tell me again. Like, I'm on the clock now and look where I'm at in my damn bed. Like, to hell with them. If I know I ain't worth a damn. I know I'm not. I don't care. Like, send me home. I'm already at home and I want to go home some more. Like, I'm sick of this working shit. They don't pay enough. They always adding more work, new shit, new spreadsheets, new policies. God damn, give me a break.
Over the past few weeks, I've been trying to like just be on my work grind. Do you know what I mean? Like, just work, try and set myself up to be really successful in the future, be really entrepreneurial. And after that 3 weeks, I've decided not for me. Oh, this life's not for me. Do you know what I mean? That being said, and I've made this plea on TikTok before, if there's anyone out there who is willing to give up, say, $1 to $2 million and gift that to me, preferably $2 million.
Yeah.
Preferably
Two is
$2 million.
definitely
If you have
sufficient.
more, I'll take more. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, at this point in time, let me not lie to you, it's a bit disheartening because sometimes you'll see people go and do like stuff like OF, or they'll do all these other crazy things, selling feed pics and making bank loads, and you're there just working 80 hours a week, putting your life on the line, your mentality on the line, giving up your time, and you're just barely making even a fraction of what they're making. I know it has nothing to do with what he says, but I can imagine like sometimes people might look into that direction and be like, you know what, let me just throw my morals away and just do it. But then it's like, internet's forever, so it's like you don't want to be remembered for that, especially you don't want your kids to be seeing stuff like that about you online.
How are y'all dealing with the emotional reality of having to work for the rest of your lives? I genuinely do not know how I'm supposed to do this for 40 more years. I 100% believe I do not have it in me. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
It's a little bit of a scary thought to think that you're gonna be doing that specific work for the rest of your life, but nothing is forever. Like, you doing one particular role is not gonna be forever. I'm not built for this life. I think something will change eventually. Nothing comes easy for anyone. Of course, you do have the few people who take the easy way out of doing other weird, shady stuff on the side, but there's no longevity towards that direction. You know, all of these tools that are available to us and information is accessible to everyone. It's just a matter of applying what is right. And I'm also, you know, learning as we go. So no one's perfect, but if you don't work towards it, you'll never know. Someone said, boomers bought a house with spare change and we're out here financing groceries. So true.
Does anyone also feel helpless that the career, the path that they have chosen is not entirely the journey they want to be on? But now you're at a point in your life where like you have to pay the bills, you have to make a living, so you keep doing it, but you know it's making you miserable. There has to be a career, there has to be a job out there that I love, that I look forward to, that brings me joy. The reality is you do spend the majority of your life working, so you do have to find a job that you actually like. I'm turning 30 this year and I sit here and I still struggle and think to myself like, what is that job going to be for me? Because I've yet to find it. I've yet to find my passion project and I fear that I never will. It genuinely upsets me when I think about it because I know I did this to myself. So desperately want to make a change, and every time I do that, I discover that I also don't like what I decided to do next. And it feels like I'm never gonna get off this hamster wheel. I wake up every day and I'm like, this can't be my life. I don't want to do this forever. There has to be more to life than this. I don't know if you'll ever truly love what you're gonna do. If there's anyone that loves their job, can you tell me what it is and why you love it so much and how you came to that conclusion? Because I'm still struggling to find out what mine is.
I like this part of the video because at least she understands that she's the one who's responsible for it and she's trying actively to make a change. The one thing I'd say is, you know, fail as fast and as often as possible because it'll allow you to find out what you like and what you don't like. And the quicker you get to that, the more happy you're going to be with what you're going to be doing after that. Knowing you can't quit your toxic job because you have responsibilities, but trying to find a new job has to be so overwhelming. It ain't easy. But let me see what people have said here. And you can't quit because no other job are calling you back. This is me. I'm in the same boat you're in. Yeah, so many people, especially now with the way jobs are just like dwindling. Oh my God, it's probably the worst time ever. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. If you did like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.